Welcome to a new character profile. Today we're looking at a food mascot from many years ago who still seems to be remembered nowadays for better or for worse. By default, he's certainly the best thing to come out of Domino's Pizza. If I had a raunchier sense of humor, I'd probably take this opportunity to compare Domino's to something inedible. But let's face it, Domino's Pizza is already inedible and sickening enough without making comparisons. Back to Noid, the character's name is derived from the word annoyed, and he's the sort of mascot you'll find either weirdly funny or just plain irritating. The idea of the Noid was for Domino's Pizza to advertise their 30 minutes or less campaign, and how they were able to overcome any issues that might arise. In the advertising, the Noid would get frequently bothered by all the people getting pizza and try to destroy them all. Wait. He wants people to stop eating Domino's wretched pizza. Shouldn't we be rooting for him, then? Anyway, we would then constantly be told to avoid the Noid so that customers could get their pizza. The animation for the commercials, which began in 1986, were done by the famed claymation unit Will Vinton Studios, which helped make the Noid just as iconic a mascot as the California Raisins. Though what does it say the clay-created pizza in the advertising did not look all that different from the clay-molded pizzas that Domino's made. Okay, I'll stop with the Domino's jokes. I'm sorry, but they just make it so easy. With his high-pitched voice and wacky personality, he certainly got on a lot of people's nerves. And while the character was popular with some, he was also hated by others. Personally, I think the character works mostly on the success of Vinton's animation. The timing and physical comedy is all handled exceptionally well, especially when the Noid gets squashed or pulverized. Her mileage may certainly vary on the voice, though. I think he would have been a tad funnier if he was a silent character.
This is the Noid. He loves to ruin your pizza. If you've ever gotten cold pizza, a squashed pizza, or pizza that just wasn't right, the Noid did it. But at Domino's Pizza, we avoid the Noid. So when you want hot, delicious quality pizza delivered in less than 30 minutes, Domino's Pizza delivers. One call does it all.
The character, like almost anything that became somewhat popular in the 1980s and 1990s, got a couple of video games. One, for the Nintendo Entertainment System, was actually a modified version of the Japanese game Kamen no Ninja Hanamaru, with the Noid added in. Titled the very 80s Yo Noid, the game became slightly Americanized and modifications were done to make it fit more with the Noid character. There was also a game called Avoid the Noid for the Commodore 64, in which you were a pizza delivery boy trying to complete your order without the Noid destroying it. When a mascot is eventually discontinued, a lot of times it's because its popularity has gone down, or the company has hired a new advertising firm, or has become a product of its time. In the case of the Noid, the reason Domino stopped using the character was a lot more serious. A mentally unstable man named Kenneth Lamar Noid saw the commercials and assumed Domino's Pizza was making fun of him. So he took a Domino's hostage for 5 hours and ordered, among other things, $100,000 and a pizza. He eventually surrendered and was put away for reasons of insanity. After his death in 1995, Domino's decided to stop using the Noid, likely out of respect. Despite that case, there were still calls for the character to make a return, albeit in small doses. In 2009, new t-shirts were printed with the Noid, and they also created a Facebook game centered around him. Nonetheless, for obvious reasons, Domino's seems reluctant to bring back the character. And frankly, would the Noid fit in with current 21st century sensibilities? In conclusion, he's definitely an example of not only one of the most infamous 80s mascots, but also part of the legacy of Will Vinton Studios. See you next time.